just smears or spinach or there's spaghetti models and empty rum bottles and sometimes Louie says hi.
Hey, Louie. All right. What's up, Nathan? Hey, Katie. Let me flip on the old camera. There I am. I'm live. We got Louie on my lap. Gonna talk a little weather today. Saw a couple people from New York. New York City. Windy night. Who was that? Bill. Windy night. What's up, Shelly? Yep, we got the space launch coming. So far, the rains are not there, so that's good. Hey, Tina, good morning. Thank you for being a supporter. Hey, what's up, Casper? That's my reggae song. It's my party song. Hey, Cliff, what's up, cooking? Hey, Liz. What's up, Danielle Parks? Denise, yeah, it was there. What's up, Susan? We got sunshine, lots of sunshine. All right, so here's the radar. Let's say hi to Louie. I put a little scratch cream on him, so he kind of smells like Vicks. So I'm not going to grab him for very long because it gets all over my hands. It's funny. He's like, ah. So there's our boy Louie. We got Hunter over here. We'll say hi to Hunter too. So Louie's doing good, right? He's all hyper because he knows we're going away. We're going to softball tournament. Dogs know. Oh, Teresa, launch is called off. Didn't know that. Dogs know when we're going somewhere because we're packing a bag and he's getting all hyper now because he thinks we're going somewhere. So there's our boy. He looks pretty good. He's a really photogenic dog. I'm trying to sell him as the Spuds McKenzie of 2020, but nobody's bit on it yet. Miller Lite, hopefully Tampa Bay Brewing Company. He'll sit for hours posed. He just puts up with it. So what's up there, Katie? Gunner says hi. Let me get the boy down. We'll say hi to Louie or Hunter. How old's Hunter now, Emily?
3 months.
He's 3 months old now, right? 3 months? 12 weeks? Okay, there's Hunter. There's our new guy. He's like, what are you doing, Dad? So you guys are watching Hunter grow up on TV. Here we go. There's Hunter. He's got curiosity. He's like, what are you doing to me, Dad? So he's a good boy. All right. So we'll say, he's going to fall asleep right here. Look at that. He's like, he loves that spot right here. Every dog's got a spot. Watch. His is right here. Look. Oh, Dad, I'm going to sleep. Oh. All right, cool beans. Enough of that. All right, it's hot. Yep, Don, you can hear. Turn it up. Hunter. What's up, Katie? He is very tiny, Carla. I don't know what's going on. He's probably 3 pounds, and he hasn't grown yet. He's $1.50, Aaron. Yep. Louie was little. And then we got this guy. He's even littler. All right, so hey, as we always do, real quick, we'll say hi to all the Coneheads out there. And I am going to make some Conehead face masks because not everybody can wear drunk donkey stuff. Kids especially. So Casper brought that idea up to me. So I might put those on our little web store after we're done here. So I appreciate everybody that got one of those drunk donkey face masks. Surely you will get compliments on that. All right, so first and foremost, let's thank our Facebook Live sponsor. 2nd year in a row now, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. I was going through their pictures and wanted to pick out a good one for the weekend. There's some red, white, and berry, red, white, and blue, cherry, citrus, sweet, blue, raspberry, and I assume that's vodka, Smirnoff. That looks unbelievably tasty. Way too early for that. I'm still drinking my coffee. And again, I'm out of coffee, so I had to go get Dunkin' today. So hopefully my wife, who works at Publix, remembers to bring home coffee. All right, we're gonna do some Dawn 919. So what you say? Hi, we're hey AJ, you want the Drunk Donkey Speedo? That would be great. No fan shares on that, except we do have more women on Facebook than guys, so they might like guy pictures with Speedos. I don't know. So there's that. All right, so here's radar. Not a lot cooking. Faye spinning away. I just posted a flood map. Really fascinating. You can still see Faye's ponytail way out here, just off the East Coast. Made landfall in New Jersey. I do not have a Speedo. Hey, John, it is hot. Yes, we'll talk about the heat. So, a little factoid, too. Let me find it, because I thought that was pretty fascinating. So this little spot in New Jersey has had 3 storms since 2011 make landfall. Let me see if it'll pop up here. Get my photos. Hey, Thomas, former manager. Sweet. Yeah, my wife's been there 33 years. She was a manager for a long time. And as you know, the schedule sucks. So, she took a step down. Now she's backdoor receiver because she has real hours. And she did that all for softball. And because, Little League days, she missed too many softball games. So we made a family decision to have her step down. She was the big breadwinner for a long time. So, bless her heart. All right, so here's an interesting fact. Bridgeton, I assume that's Bridgetine, a 10.3 square mile island in New Jersey, has had 3 landfalling name systems since 2011. Irene, Sandy, and now Faye all have officially made landfall there. Is that crazy or what? So let's see where that's at. Bridgetine, New Jersey. Now that's not an official source, or that was a weather blogger, but anyway, I thought it was a little farther south of that. But anyway, bottom line, this so New Jersey's had 3 landfalling name systems since 2011. Who would have thought, right? Everybody talks about Florida and hurricanes and all these landfalling. I got a little graphic down here, by the way. This one here kind of shows you where all the named storms have landed over the last 100 years. And since 2011, we've had 3 of them up here in New Jersey. Go figure, right? It's 2020. So let's see what else is going on. Oh, there's pronunciation. Bridgetine. There you go, Mike. But I had to put the New Jersey accent, however that is. The Boston, New Jersey accent. Yeah, I am a butcherer of names, Dawn. Yep, I apologize for that. I went to college, man. That's scary. I took 3 years of Spanish, and I don't even think I can count to 10. Hey, Thomas, cool, man. Softball, yep. All right, so we're going to talk about weather. Soft G, Mike. Hey, Eva, what's up? I said no, it's probably Eva. God, I should probably take a pronunciation class. No harm intended, for sure. So, hey, listen, all right, so we got new people in here, I'm sure now. Let me just tell you real quick. So we have a lot of serious stuff to talk about when there's something serious. And it's cool that we get thousands of people tuning in. But a day like today, we don't really have a lot to talk about. So, which is good. And I was doing some editing earlier. I wanted to make sure it got updated. I got some work I got to do down here. But so we're just going to chit chat today, be goofy, and talk about weather. There's really no, hey, Ashley Bowers. Bought my wife some candy. So, all right, let's talk about the tropics real quick. So, before I lose everybody. Well, the big story, of course, is the heat. I posted that earlier, too. Here's the flood I was going to show you. This is the flood potential map. So, we have that front that came up and pulled away Faye. I can't pull things up on Facebook. So, we'll find it down here. Here it is. So, there you go. There's a flood potential map today. That's just approaching low pressure that pulled up Faye. So, that, you know, New York, a little bit of Pennsylvania, higher rain chances today. Nothing else in the south. Storm-wise, nothing in the south. This is the interesting fact, too. 5-day rain map. This is 5 days. Very little along the East Coast. Very little on the upper Gulf Coast. Your normal thunderstorms for I-4 South in Florida. But your 5-day accumulation map, very low. So it looks like we're going to be at a quiet week. High pressures in the Gulf. That's going to help keep things dry along the south. And keep that flow coming across the state. So it looks like we'll have more East Coast rains than West Coast rains. Long-term tropics, nothing that I can see still on the long-range maps showing up. Here's your 10-day Euro. Very, very quiet. Very typical for early July. This does not indicate anything as far as what we're going to see coming up. So this is, you know, quiet week. Long range, you know, we were talking about one of these waves getting closer to the Gulf. I'm still seeing that signature. Let's look at the long range GFS real quick. Take a look at the GFS long range. I haven't looked at that yet. Here we go. 15 days. Almost the same. Couple little waves, but so, you know, these are your GFS and European ensembles. Not a lot. So let's go to tropical tidbits. Here's the only thing I've been talking about, and it's still showing up. We're watching a pretty healthy low pressure popping off of Africa here coming up, and you know, this general blue blob is a low pressure area, and it does make its way across into the Gulf possibly the next weekend. No formation per se, just tropical juice could be making its way across. Kind of merges with a little wave down here. But as far as development goes, here it is on the Euro. You know, just kind of lowering pressures next weekend. And the CMC. So, you know, this is CMC. So, again, this is a spot if you were to watch long range next weekend as a wave comes across Africa. So, yeah, yesterday we were looking at all this blobby mess down here by the Bahamas. It's still kind of connected to Faye. We got a wave out here now, not doing much. There's a lot of dry air. I wanted to show this too before I forget. Good animated map here on Fox. Shows that big dust plume. That's the map predicting where it's going to be, but in general, this big dust plume is coming across, and our wave is right below it. So this is going to inhibit things for the next couple days. Here's another map showing our wave currently. This is all the dry air in the Atlantic, dry air and dust. And here's our latest wave coming across right now, and there's all this big dust ahead of it. Dust helps reduce hurricane chances and storm formation. So here's our current wave that's out there. So this little guy right here is this little guy right here. So you can show up on my map yet right there. And there's all this dust above and in front. So that's pretty hostile conditions. That little wave entering the Caribbean, some faint signs of juice, but not much. So you're going to get some spotty rains in the Caribbean, but nothing organized. But they love that this time of year. So anyway, hey Jason, appreciate that, buddy. Love that, man. Hope you get the 20% discount. That's almost cost. We have all the Katies. Hey, John. Nope. Yep. SoFlo. Alice Ward. It's gross out. Yeah, it's hot. So that was the big story. The heat. Lots of heat warnings. Look at that. Almost the whole state of Texas is under a heat advisory. We have excessive heat warning in parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas here, and a lot of Florida is under heat advisory. We have excessive heat out west. So that's that's the big storyline today. It's hot. There's no green. Green is usually like flooding and rain. Nothing. Just heat. And it's July. Can you believe that? It's hot in July. That's sarcastic. We do have storms middle part of the country. As you know, they're usually the hot spot this time of year. Nothing organized here. A little bit left over up here in the Northeast. Nothing down south or the East Coast. This is tomorrow. Kind of an old frontal boundary hanging around, and nothing on Monday. So quiet. I'm telling you, things are quiet, which is a good thing. You know, long range map here showing that wave that we're looking at now, but models aren't picking up on it quite yet. So there's that. So again, quiet. MJO. We're gonna be in a little negative phase for a couple weeks. This usually suppresses thunderstorm activity across the Atlantic. Doesn't mean it's gonna affect everything, but it's just one indicator. And we're in a negative pattern, and we'll be getting a little more juicy towards the end of the month, the first part of August. So things do look a little quiet for a week. We talked about this yesterday. I guess the only spot short term that could maybe be a spot to watch would be the leftover front down here over Bahamas. So that, mentioned that yesterday. Sometimes these old front boundaries hang around, but no models picking up on that. So we just have basically some disturbed weather. That's all connected basically to this. Let me close the window here. It wraps up all the way up to Faye right now. This rains all the way down here, and that's an old front. You can see it on the surface charts here, kind of tied into that old wave and stuff. So anyway, there's that. I see our buddy Whitney. I see Casper gonna do a live stream tomorrow, bud. I think he does. That's his thing. Brian, you woke up late, man. I wish I could have. Fell asleep out in the back porch listening to music last night. I've done that many nights. 12:30-ish. Hey, Andy, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Publix is a great company. Wife's there right now. Happy Saturday, Cindy. What's up, Amanda? So there's that. Oh, yeah, I got some long-range models we can look at. So let's take a look at radar, I guess. We can look at what we're going to get today. Conehead, Murtha, yeah, you're handing out tardy slips. Here's the southeast rains today. So here's that lingering rain down in the Bahamas. We got anybody from the Bahamas here? Look, talked about this a couple days ago. Somebody asked, and the models picked up on this. This is basically that ponytail of Faye. But look at that. This is today. A lot of rain down there. Your rains in Florida are brewing, and they're going to push west to east again. That's our flow. And the heaviest rain is going to be I-4 south. Look at all that juice down here in the Bahamas throughout today. This is through today. And then going in tomorrow, kind of same lingering down here. Same rain tomorrow. We got another little spot of rain pushing through. This is tomorrow morning. So if we got anybody in Tennessee, upper Bama, Mississippi, we got a line of storms coming through tomorrow morning. Could get a little nasty looking. Look at that. So that's tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Could have a little morning rains in the morning tomorrow down south. All this lingering leftover frontal juice. So South Florida going to be spotty rains the next couple of days. Need to watch this little guy. Let's look at long range Gyro. See, we got a little Pacific storm, Christina. As far as organized systems go, this is Thursday next week. Nothing. We got nada. Here's that juice coming across from Africa that might make things a little wetter next weekend, maybe. See it right here? A little greenage. Green blob. But no organization. So, man, that's boring. I can't even hype up anything right now. I love to hype. That's a joke, obviously. You know that. All right, here's next Monday. So really, man, nothing brewing at all. Nothing. It's going to be a boring week. What are we going to talk about? Hey, Amanda. Yeah, so my daughter's playing softball today, and holy cow, I hope she stays hydrated. Where's she at? Hey, Allison. Yeah, they're coming. You just have to we just have to wait. It's going to be here before you know it. All signs indicate that we will have tropical waves to worry about in the summer. They issued a La Nina watch yesterday, which means all that really means is that we've been seeing the cooler Pacific waters, which brings less chance for an El Nino pattern. La Nina pattern means less shear in the Atlantic, and that helps storms. Long-range tropics maps showing Atlantic moisture is increased on several models, so showing you that, and the waters are hot. So I read a lot today about this persistent high pressure over the Gulf and the lack of storms out here. The African dust did dry up the tropical waves. And what that does, thunderstorms help cool the oceans. And when we don't have a lot of cooling of the ocean early in the season, it kickstarts the waters to be a little warmer. And definitely seeing that. A lot of chat on the Anomaly Map being warmer than average. So let's show you that one. I'll shut some windows. Let's see, where's that? All right, so here's your main Anomaly Map, and it's pretty cool. You can see the cooling Pacific here and warming Atlantic, and this is pretty significant, 3-4 degrees above normal. Gulf's warming up fast. Anything above white is warmer than average, so just something to think about. This is why all of our early season predictions are higher than normal, is because of that. So, oh yeah, where's Hunter at? Oh, we already showed Hunter. All right. So what else we got? Katie, Cindy, you got the regulars in here. Yep, no El Nino, John. And AJ wants me to wear a drunk donkey Speedo. I'll do anything for $1. No. I don't know, maybe I would. We'll have a private supporter page with Speedo wearing. So if anybody's asking questions on El Nino, I do have a El Nino map link right here, which goes into their weekly discussions, outlooks. And they put together some pretty good weekly let's see, here's your Anomaly Map. So, and the graphs, if you like to read all that stuff, there's La Nina 50%. Well, yeah, this is your El Nino probabilities are red. So here's your, oh, this is Pacific. I was wondering what the hell, that didn't look right. This is need more coffee. Too many pages to read. But it is cool. It's lots of color. I feel like just coloring after. What's severe potential eastern north? What you got, Jack? Nothing in New York, I don't think. New York is other than rain. I don't see hardly any storms. I mean, you got little bit of storm action because of leftover Faye, but tornado chances are almost non-existent. Just wind. That's from the squall lines. So unless you're talking about heat. I don't see heavy rain. That's the big news for up that way. Let's look at some rain forecasts for fun. You got it, Casper. Look at it. You got some. Whose birthday is it? Somebody's got a birthday. I have one a year. Imagine that. All right, let's take a look at rain. Rainfall. No snowfall. Rainfall. Where's rainfall? Rain. All right, so let's see what New York's going to get. So yeah, there you go. I mean, all right, so 5 days out. We already showed all this. 5 days is almost nothing. So let's zoom in on New York because they're the ones that are showing the most rain for today. And there were some pretty good videos of the wind going through downtown New York last night and evening. Very tropical feeling up that way, they said, with the squall lines coming through. All right, so here's your rain potential map through Monday morning. So, 2 inches, mainly 1.5 inches. Yellow's 1 inch, red's 2. So nothing crazy. 2 inch max. GFS. This is through Monday, kind of showing the same. So the next couple days at least, I don't see nothing crazy. Now later in the week it comes way up, but that's accumulated. That's tricky. So no big rain. I don't know. I don't see really big rains out of it to cause the alert. But now the HRR is showing a little more possibly around Great Lakes, but we'll look at the official rain map. The official rain map, very light, so yeah, you get the idea. Very isolated, who gets what, so anyway, baby rains. All right, what else is cooking? Hey Jack, what you got? We got mesoscale a little set up. Let's take a look. See, that's where the models are having a hard time, is predicting who, these little isolated setups here. Oh, look at that. You ain't kidding. Well, yeah, good point, man. Look at that. That is a crazy looking setup. Look at that sucker. There's spinach. That's actually, the low pressure that came from behind, combining with Faye. That's a good interest. Who brought that up? Thank you. You guys make, hey Jack, yeah, you guys make the page. Look at that. Interesting. Heading into Buffalo. About some heavy rains, so yeah, I don't see Faye's up here. Faye's actually northeast New York. This was that low pressure system that we saw coming across the Great Lakes yesterday that's getting some fuel. Interesting. You can see it on the map here. There's that low right here now. There's Faye low. Low, how low can you go? So we got two competing lows here. That's interesting. I should take a picture of that. Let's do that. Let's take a picture of that. I'll stop it. That's our new tradition. I'll post during our show. So yeah, let me post it real quick. So we got spinning low on the back side of Faye, rolling into New York over. Whoops, did I screenshot it right? I hope I did. Yeah. Okay. Over Lake Erie right now. Could be some heavy rains with it. Here we go. Compliments of Jack. Jack, weather page. All right, let's hit that sucker post. Anything else cooking I need to look at? You guys, it's hot. Karen, what's up? Bolton. Karen Bolton. Upstate New York. Very good. Well, this one's a little tricky because it's actually kind of it's even clipping into Warren. Hey, there's where my mom and dad met. Look at that. My mom and dad were born in Warren, Pennsylvania. They're right there. I'm just going to say New York because it's a pretty big system. See it? I should say Eastern New York. I'll say Eastern New York. There, I sound more professional that way. Spinning low on the backside of Faye, rolling in the Eastern New York over Lake Erie right now. Could be some heavy rains. There you go. Maybe somebody up there has no idea that we have this little guy coming, so let's post it. There we go. That's how it's done. The click sound when I type. Am I doing that? I got this big old keyboard. Maybe that's the reason why. So we had City of Oldsmar came, my local hometown, and they're doing a little family spotlight, and they featured the dogs, and he came to the house to see my little setup, and I think he was a little disappointed. I think he was expecting, hey Brian, see buddy, I think he was expecting a full-fledged studio. I'm like, no, I love my little studio, man. I even, I got 3 monitors. I got a Android phone. I got my Apple phone to make sure the site doesn't get any crazy pop-ups. I got my weather radio. I got my weather station. So anyway, all right, now my chat's stuck. All right. Anything else? Snow cones. Snow cone kind of day, yep. I had softball today. Softball Saturday. So it was a good day. I got up early. I got to go hang out with mom and dad. Had a coffee with them. Went and got donuts and iced coffee for Emily and Sarah. She likes her hash browns. Filled up the truck. Got some ice. Doing what I love here, talking to you guys. And yeah, well, you can see my setup right here. On my page, because we had a newspaper article last year. This one right here. Well, that wasn't it. It was a newspaper. Where is it at? I thought I had a link. Maybe I didn't. Miami News. There it is. There it is. That's me. That's my desk. I usually have a third laptop right here. That was last year during Dorian. But that's it, man. That's where I live. There's nothing fancy. What more do you need? That's for sure. All right. So yeah. Guess I can brag about Emily real quick. I have to show you guys a mean looking curveball. I haven't posted a lot of softball stuff in a while, but check this out. Oh, that's my story. We don't want to do that one. The other one's better. Here's my picture of, I put this in I already shared this with you guys, but there's a Hunter in my Drunk Donkey cup. He's literally in it. So here is, somewhere's my video. There it is. All right. So check out this curveball of Emily. Let me bring it up full screen. All right. So here you go. This is Emily pitching practice the other night, and she's got a wicked, look at that sucker turn. Look at that. Whoa, man, that thing moved about 2 feet. If she could do that every game, she'd be lights out. All right. Hey, Teresa. Yeah, Dorian was very stressful. Man, we were tracking Dorian. I'll never forget. I mean, you live through it. You don't really realize it, but there was really some tense days ahead for people in Florida. Unfortunately, obviously Bahamas got it, but that was scary. Hey, Mirtha, appreciate it. Maybe, yeah, you know, I try to talk. That was all compliments to Jack. I didn't even notice this. So there's all that rain, all the juice. Thanks, Pam. All right, so yeah, we're ready for the season. You know, it's coming. Colorado State obviously released higher numbers for the season. We're already into the G name. What's the next name on the list? It's going to be Gonzalo. And then Hannah, Isaiah, Josephine, Kyle, Laura. So if everything goes as the Colorado State goes, we're going to be down into Vicky. Then Wilford. And then we'll go into the Greek names, Alpha. Hey, Katie, thank you. Yeah, Michael's another scary one. Facebook's been a great tool that we could at least reach a lot of people. Michael and Irma and Matthew and Harvey and Florence and Dorian. 2009, I started the Facebook page. I can't even imagine how many hurricanes we've covered since then. A lot. Cool there, right? We're good to go. Teresa Powell, thank you. So I'll read a few more comments. Try to wake up. If I can share anything fun. Punta Gorda, man, that's 2004. Charlie, I remember Charlie. That was the birth of Mike's Weather page. I couldn't find any models or anything, so I decided to make a web page because I couldn't find any spaghetti models online. I was frustrated trying to find stuff. So let's go to Twitter real quick. Oh, let's go to our fan shared stuff real quick. Yeah, Anna Harvey was incredible. See, the water is far more damaging as far as on average than wind. We had some posts here I wanted to show, by the way. We had a couple fans send some nice stuff. Here's Mark sent some aerial footages from Faye, so thank you, Mark. Looking from an airplane. Another good shot here. That's all Faye up in the New York area. Here's an amazing shelf cloud. Amanda Lynn, look at that. That's heading towards Orlando. Look at that sucker, man. The shelf clouds are the craziest thing in Florida. This was yesterday. Got some funny stuff here. We got some cool panoramic stuff here from Will Jamie Russell. Let's see if I can get out of that. My PC doesn't do very well with that kind of stuff. And now I'm out of it. Oh well. All right, so Jody, cool. Let's go, Billy. Yeah, I know you claim adjusters are busy. I didn't realize too. Claims adjusters usually, right? You guys gotta stay weeks at a time, sometimes up to a month at a time after a storm, and that's a lot of time away from home. And so yeah, so supporters, I assume Casper's doing a little chat in the morning. Sunday we'll be playing softball. Hey Alexis, yeah, I always try to come online. Seems to be our tradition. You know, we get there's some rains coming in off of Florida. Little spotty rains coming in off the Gulf. It seems to be our pattern. Look at that. That's pretty good little guys. Nothing big. It's gonna be building more throughout the day. Bahamas are getting a lot more right now. They're gonna get a lot more later today. South Florida. Yeah, man, I remember watching, we taped up the windows, which if you go to my page on Hurricane Links, I think I have a link that says, I have a lot of links. Should have one that says, taping windows. I used to. Window shutters. I thought I did. I have to look back. Some of these links, some of these links go away, and I had to take them off. But anyway, it's an urban myth to tape your windows. Well, I tape my windows. And we watched Steve Jervy for some reason, and Dennis Phillips back then too. And I remember that little turn. In fact, that little turn kind of was unexpected for the folks down south. Let's see. This is our buddy Dennis. Let's see what he says.
We will be dealing with this storm tomorrow. It is inevitable. And as the storm continues to lift back into the warmer waters of the Gulf, we will likely see another re-intensification process by early morning, and it could very well continue for about 6 to 10 hours tomorrow before we begin to feel the effects here in the Bay Area. So my advice to you, listen up and believe it this time. There's been a lot of times we've had near misses with George, with a lot of other storms. This one is the real deal. And by tomorrow morning, if you haven't evacuated and you are in an evacuation zone, find somebody to buddy up with away from the beach. And
yeah, it was serious. I mean, look at the cone. The cone.
So let's figure out. Maybe by late tomorrow afternoon
cone was coming.
or early
Look at
tomorrow
that.
evening, we could be looking at a Cat 3 hurricane, winds of
So, important to note, they tell you now, very, very important is to never focus on that center line. And this was a prime example where the storm took a slight turn. And, this would have been the worst case scenario for Tampa Bay. Anytime Fort Myers too, if you ever get a storm to your north with the counterclockwise flow of the winds, that's when we're going to get these serious water totals. And the water in the bay, I remember Tropical Storm Debbie. We had the bridges almost underwater because the storm pushed the water in. And you could type up hurricane slosh maps from NOAA, Tampa Bay, and all you got to do is see the potential Category 4, what it could do, and here, this is all of them, but here's Tampa. So here, this is real possibility. This is Category 4, I believe. Category 4 should tell you somewhere. Category 3. This is Category 3. So, a storm to our north, 14 foot, 15 foot. Oldsmar, where I live, would be underwater. And there's a good possibility that the water is going to connect with Lake Tarpon and completely go into the Gulf. This is only Category 3. Worst case scenario. But look at that. Big chunk of Pinellas County underwater. So, this is the worst case scenario for Tampa. Now, Category 5 would be even more. Let me see if I can find it. Because even Category 5 would be unheard of as far as what we could see. But let me see if I can find it. And of course, same thing for New Orleans area. So you can just type up NOAA slosh maps, and I think I even have one here on the bottom here. It's got storm surge potential. Get started, and that's Category. I don't know if we got. Should be a legend where we can change. This is a new one. They've changed the map. So like basically where I live, this would all be underwater. Oh, here's the colors. There we go. Hazard 1, 2, 3, 4. But anyway, Pinellas County would be an island, and a large chunk of Pinellas County would be underwater. So that's why during Irma we had so many evacuations, because that was the worst case scenario. Here's Category 5. So technically, if we had Category 5, see here you go, 1, and we've seen Category 1 surge levels like that, but here's 2. Look at that, we're already starting to see a little crossover. Even Category 2, we would be flooding up by me. 3, 4, 5. So pretty much all of Pinellas County would be an island. Look at that. There'd be no escape. And that is not good. I wonder if I can even change the map, base map. I don't think you can. I don't even know where I live. Let's see. Let's go back to where I live. So we live right here. All right, so here's Oldsmar right here. So Category 2, we would already start to see flood. Category 1 would be safe. Category 2, I better get the hell out of Dodge. 3, I'm underwater. 4, my house is gone. And 5, forget about it. So, you know, interesting stuff. Hey, Brandon, yeah, this is my Buffett shirt. I already wore it once this week, but it was my $10 special. Figured it was a Jimmy Buffett kind of day. All right, so anyway, I rambled on. NHC was gonna threaten our local meet. I had to hear that story there, Casper. Martha, I did stay around. We were ready to leave. Let me see if I find any pictures here, because I have had some 2008 pictures. We boarded up, and let me see pictures. Let me see if I can find 2018, or that was 17, and that was September. So here's some funny pictures. Let me see if I can bring them big screen to show you what I'm looking at. So this is always one of my favorites right here. This was Emily. So we had that phenomenon. You know, I know I probably talked about this before, but there was pictures coming out of the Bahamas of the water being gone. Irma was such a big storm. So when it was to our south, counterclockwise flow, all the wind basically in pressure out in the ocean just created a vacuum and pulled most water out of Tampa Bay. And there was reports of this, happening up and down the Florida coast. And of course, our local park here in Oldsmar, we ran out there, and the water had to be a half a mile out. Never seen nothing like it. Completely unheard of. How shallow the water was, and that crab traps are out there. So that was one crazy story. Here was our plywood. I painted Irma. Of course, here, this was funny. There was our house boarded up. Couldn't see out the windows. I had the girls on a little damage out there. There was little Emily and Sarah sitting on a down tree. So, that was pretty scary moments. For sure. I mean, looking back at, here's one model run that I must have saved for some reason, showing the craziness of it. So anyway, that was definitely a scary time, no doubt. So we came close to evacuating, but we didn't. So, nope, Alexis, that wasn't the famous umbrella. The famous umbrella, you have to watch. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but the one time my umbrella got stuck in a tree. Hey, Deanna, no, I do not know if there's a model for that. I had to look. But yeah, I'll show the tornado model or picture again. So So anyway, you know, and boarding up's, you know, mainly just to protect your windows, and then that would ultimately allow rain and wind in your house. And trying to get windows probably after a hurricane is impossible. So there you go. Yep. Lots of stuff. So hopefully this year we don't have another story, but I'm sure we will. And we'll be watching it together, as we always do, looking at all the scenarios, getting through it together. So you got your umbrella. Cool, man. That is great. What if I Google Mike's weather page umbrella? What would come up? Because it was a funny story. Oh, there's my umbrella. I even made a shirt. Oh, this is even on the news. TBN Weekly. I never even knew that. Oldsmar Storm Tracker making waves with online weather forecast. November 16th. There's my umbrella. That was a pretty good. I didn't even know I had that newspaper. So there's that. Yeah, the video was hilarious. There's some good pictures of it on Twitter. High resolution. So, yeah, people thought that was staged. Because I came home from my tornado incident, and people were like, I had a picture somebody sent me, said, hey, look, we found your umbrella. And I'm like, no way. So I posted it, and everybody's like, that was staged. And here you can see the umbrella way up here. So I went back. Look at that. Well, you can't zoom this picture in. Well, maybe I can zoom in a copy of it. Let's see if I can do it like that. There it is. So, all right. So when the tornado came and lifted me off the ground, lost my shoes, lost my umbrella, started filming again, and figured the umbrella was gone. And I'm filming. Get back to the house. Had somebody send me an email that said, hey, they wanted to check out, you know, the damage out there at the park. So they went out there and they said, hey, we found your umbrella. It was in a tree. And there it is. Obviously, I didn't see it at the time because I wasn't looking for it. But it was very comical. So it's a good, scary memory all at the same time. So I feel like I'm in a here's the scene.
Damn!
Holy umbrella.
Crap!
And then Facebook Live went out. Everybody thought I was dead. So then I started streaming again.
Oh my God, I'm back. Holy crap.
So there.
Guys. I don't know if I was streaming, but that was my first tornado.
And a couple seconds later, you can see all the trees down. There was branches down. So it was crazy. I went looking for my shoe.
Pavilion, which it was.
I found my shoe. It was fun, Timothy. Yep. So anyway, all good. All right, things are good. So let me sign off. Wish everybody a great Saturday weekend. And thanks, Mike. Yep, that's where I went to school. Mike, USF. So there you go. All right, cool. Getting a bunch of texts from my wife, making sure Emily's got all her stuff. Emily, you got all your stuff? Yeah. I got to get deodorant, spray, toothbrush, and cord. Yep. Okay. All right, well, hey, listen, y'all be great. Have a good weekend. Appreciate it. All the support. Nothing really cooking. That's good news. Stay hydrated. Stay cool, right? And we'll be doing this on Monday morning, right? So we'll see you later, alligators. Bye.